Welcome to Redbeard TV. This is Brian Keith, and today we are looking at how to create a task in Asana based on when a high-value customer has not engaged in 90 days. Now, why we care about this is if we lose a contact because they're not really engaging, and they haven't done anything in 90 days, but we're sending them regular emails, that's unfortunate. But if there's someone who spent a pile of money with us, we know those people are the most likely to buy again. So today we're going to combine Infusionsoft plus this Zapier and Asana to make sure you get tasks set up when those high value people haven't been engaging for a while. So here's the first thing. We're looking at an Infusionsoft screen right here. And on the left side, we have a tag that gets applied. Once the tag is applied, we're going to look in this decision diamond and we're going to say, if they've spent over $1,000, send them to this sequence. If they've spent under $1,000, send them over here. Now, if they go to this top sequence, we're going to go apply a tag. This tag is going to create a task in Asana, and I covered that in an earlier video on this channel. If they did not meet that criteria, well, we're not going to do anything. But we have to know two things. We have to know who is over or equal to 1,000 and who's under 1,000. That's thing one. We also have to know who's not engaged in 90 days. They have to get this tag. So first, let's set up this tag. That's going to be in plus this at this thing called email engagement triggers. Let's take a look at this tool. I have it set to run every week, and depending on what someone's status is, they get a tag. So I can see how many people fit into each of these buckets. For the purposes of this tutorial, I care about unengaged for over 90 days. People are going to get this tag when it's time to go follow up with them because they've not engaged in 90 days. I have it set up to run every week, Sunday at 1 a.m., and it's just running in the background all the time. So every week, Sunday at 1 a.m., whoever is unengaged for over 90 days, this campaign right here is going to run because plus this is taking off this tag. And they're going to get the tag that goes and applies the task to go and create the task in Asana. But a tag can't be applied to a contact that already has that tag in existence. So if I don't take off this tag that creates the task, I'm not going to get this task more than once per contact, which is great if I only want to reach out once to somebody. But we can imagine a use case where someone hasn't reached out or has not responded to us in a while. Then they start responding to us again, but then a while later they fall off again, and it would be nice to go reach out to them again. If that sounds like the situation you're in, make sure that you go ahead and remove this tag a bit after it gets applied and after it kicks off Zapier. So that's how to get the tag to know whether they're engaging or not. The second thing we need to know is how much money have they spent. For that, we need to plus this tool called Calculate Customer Value. While it has a bunch of options, I care about for right now this total spent one. All we're saying is we have a custom field. I have it as a decimal field. And whenever this tool gets pinged, total spent is going to get filled up. When I save it, it's going to give me a simple HTTP post. So whenever any purchase is made in Infusionsoft, it's going to go update that field. So whenever this function runs, this campaign runs, this is always going to be updated because if they bought, whenever they buy, that field gets automatically updated. So now you have a system where your higher value customers will always hear from you because you'll get a task to follow up with them. Now, while I said 90 days and $1,000 right here, you can have it be whatever you want. Plus this tracks 30 to 60 days, engaged in the last 30. So you could track as soon as they've been unengaged for 30 days. Or in the middle option here, you can also track anything you want here where I have it set in the campaign to say 1,000. This one right here, you don't need to touch this. This will always be the same. But let's say it wasn't 1,000, that for you a high value customer is 10,000. Just go over here, put in 10,000. There we go. Now your system is tracking if they've spent more than 10,000 or equal to 10,000 or less than 10,000 and only giving you a task for those people who have not engaged in 90 days and have been worth 10,000 or more dollars to you over time. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Redbeard TV. Hit subscribe to make sure you get the next episode. Got a question? Send it to me at ask@redbeard.tv. Then head over to redbeardimpact.com to grab my book, The Impact Framework, where I teach you how to increase your impact.